might recognize this type of underworld enemy from your past adventures. Here's a tip. Don't attack the big monster straight on. Instead, use melee attacks to launch the little bugs back at it.
Whoa!
This is the side of the ship's hull.
The view's like a postcard. A switch, huh?
That's what it looks like.
Probably does something.
They usually do. You can destroy the doors the enemies are coming out of.
We'll stop the baddies at the source. Space Pirate Hot Spring!
It looks like somebody beat you to it.
Hope there's room for one more.
There's always room for one more.
Thanks.
I set up a grind rail for you outside the ship.
Thank you very much.
I'm pretty limited in where I can put grind rails. Luckily, the Underworld forces cleared out a lot of clutter.
Where's this thing go?
To the ship's control room. I think that's where we'll find the 3 sacred treasures.
Good. I want my stuff back. This place is crawling with Underworld enemies too.
Just keep pushing forward. This elevator will take you to the pirate captain.
I am so swabbing the deck with that jerk. I have no idea what he's saying.
He's like, "Yar, I'll make ye walk the space plank, scurvy dog." That's just a loose translation.
Oh man, not the space plank. Ugh.
A space kraken? Well, that came out of nowhere.
What's it even doing here?
The Galactic Sea is home to all sorts of nasty creatures.
So it's not affiliated at all with the Underworld Army?
Either way, you'd better do something about those tentacles.
Understood.
Although, when prepared correctly, octopus is actually quite delicious.
How can you think about food at a time like this?
Got 3 tentacles to go. find the range that works well with the weapon you're using now.
Got it. You can always trust an angel to find the best tool for a job. Calamari!
What a sucker.
Hey, look! Check it out!
The 3 sacred treasures must be inside.
The box is really held up well.
It is less pixelated than I remember.